Amazon Black Friday deals are officially here, so right now is a great time to pick up some filmmaking gear and accessories that you've been needing. And I made a list of top 10 deals that are under $100, so in this video I'll break those down. And if you are interested in purchasing any of these items, you can use my affiliate links in the description, and that helps me receive a commission, so it's a great way to support my channel. All right, so first off, we got the SmallRig adjustable magic arm and super clamp, and it's coming in at $19.99, so it's 30% off right now. Magic arms and super clamps are really fun tools if you want to get those really unique POV shots, and honestly, I never get tired of them. I think they always look so cool, whether you're adding them to a film, a commercial, or just experimenting for your videos. And I made a whole video about how you can use this magic arm and super clamp, which will be in that corner. Next on the list, we have the SanDisk Extreme Pro 256GB SD cards, coming in at $29.99, and I have a ton of these. I've been using them for the past 3-4 years now, and they're super reliable. On my Sony FX3, I can shoot up to 4K 60 frames per second in 10-bit 422 color. In the XAVC-S codec, I get a little over 5 hours of record time with one of these SD cards, so in my opinion, they're definitely worth it. And if you do have some clients that you film for and maybe you just pass the SD card off to them, I would recommend picking up a 128GB SD card, which is also on sale. That way, when you're passing off the footage to your client, you can just give them the smaller card and then keep a 256GB for yourself. Next up, we got the Freewell 2 to 5 stop variable ND filter, and it's coming in at $87.99. If you're unfamiliar with variable ND filters, I already made a few videos which I will link in the top corner as well, but essentially these are sunglasses for your lens that you can use to keep your shutter speed 2 times your frame rate and get that nice cinematic motion blur. And these are arguably the best variable ND filters for the price. And majority of the things I've shot from 2021 to 2024 have been on this filter. Now, I recently did switch to the Freewell V2 hybrid magnetic CPL/VND filter, which if you are a filmmaker, this will give you more control because it's a 2-in-1, so it allows you to dial in your exposure and also acts as a CPL filter, which can give you deeper colors or cut your reflections. It is a little bit over that $100 mark, but if you are a filmmaker and you want the most control possible, I'd recommend spending the extra $20 for this one. But if you just want a great simple variable ND filter to dial in your exposure, then the Freewell 2 to 5 stop will be more than enough. Next up, we got the Neewer reversible light stand, and it's on sale for $34.99. And I don't have the same brand, but it is that similar reversible design as Neewer's, and I absolutely love these because they are so much smaller and lighter than the traditional C stands. Another thing I love is that the legs are wide enough that when you expand them completely, depending on the size and weight of your light, you don't even have to use a sandbag with yours. And I'm using a Zhiyun Molis B200 with the 90cm softbox, so this has been my go-to lighting setup for all my YouTube videos. And when folded down, they're super small and easy to carry. Next up, we have the SmallRig HawkLock half cage for my Sony FX3, and it's on sale for $47.99 right now. And if you have a different camera, a lot of SmallRig's cages are on sale right now. And the reason I love SmallRig cages is because I've been using them for the past 4 years now. Every single camera I get, I always toss a SmallRig half cage on. I love them because the half cage is super minimal while still adding threads on the left and the bottom of the camera. They have NATO rails on the top if you want to add a top handle or monitor, and the bottom has an Arca Swiss plate built in, which is really nice because when I mount it to my Ulanzi travel tripod, I don't need to add a base plate. I can mount it on with just the cage as is. And huge thanks to SmallRig, they actually did send me the HawkLock cage, but even before then, since 2021, I've been using the original SmallRig half cage on my FX3. Next up, we got the Logitech Lift Ergonomic mouse, and it's coming in at $59.99, which I can't recommend this mouse enough because if you do work at your computer a lot and you get wrist pain, the ergonomic design allows you to put your wrist in a more natural position while you're using it. So while I can't promise that it will fix your wrist pain, for me, within a month of using it, all of my wrist pain went away. So if you are working at your computer a lot, whether you're editing, working on pre-production, or scripts, I definitely recommend this. Another ergonomic piece to add to your editing kit is the Boyata laptop stand, coming in at $28.49. And again, if you're working at your laptop a lot, having this laptop stand will bring the monitor closer to your eye level, so that way you can avoid slouching and have better posture while you're working. Next up, we got the Samsung T7 Shield 1TB portable SSD, and it's on sale for $99.99. And as you can tell, I have quite a few of these. I always use these for editing all of my videos and storing my footage. They're super fast, and the rubber casing around them makes them a bit more durable than your traditional plastic SSD. If you don't work with a ton of footage, maybe you just need some extra storage, I would definitely recommend getting the 1TB. However, if you're loading a ton of footage onto your hard drives every week, I would definitely recommend getting the 4TB version, which it is more expensive, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Next up, we got the SmallRig NATO top handle, which is on sale for $39.19. I bought this back in 2020, and I've been using the same exact top handle ever since. And the reason why is because the NATO mount is much quicker, in my opinion, than the top handles with screws, because all you have to do is slide the handle onto your NATO rail, tighten it with the little knob, and you're good to go. And if your lens is a bit front heavy, for example, you can slide the handle forward, and now when you're holding it, your rig will feel more balanced out. So overall, this is a simple and effective top handle, which I still use to this day. Lastly, we got the Cinepeer CM15 RGB pocket lights coming in at $35, and this is the lowest price that I've seen them since they came out back in August, and you can experiment and get some really fun shots with these pocket lights. Because they're so small, you can attach them to your camera, your phone, or even use a SmallRig magic arm to clamp them to a light stand, for example. And if you get 2 of these, you can do some really fun dual tones or split tone scenes with them. Anyways, that is all for this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a happy holidays. I'll see you in the next one. We call him Tony Hood.